Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm going to show you on this video first some things that I got the other day. Left the lid off that now. It's alright, I was just sticking something onto something and I only just left it off there a minute, so nobody panic. So I got some things in minis and I paid for these bits and pieces a few dollars, not much, and it's got 1, 2 pack, $4. I think it cost me $4. So I can show you what I got and tell you why, and then I'm going to use some of them, okay, on things here today. Now, I really like the old distressed bag. This bag had, well, I looked in it when I come home because I didn't have, oh dear, my husband's doing that and revving that thing out there now. Ah dear. So it looks nice, but it's a little bit old to use. I think I'd rather get a new bag and distress it so it wouldn't look so bad, I don't know. But anyway, so this is what one of the things was in. Okay, I got some ribbon, which is really nice, it's green. Somebody just put them all into bags. There was that big bag and a couple of smaller ones. I didn't bring everything in here that I got because I've got to allocate spaces for things. So you have to excuse me, I have a Band-Aid on there, and I have, what did I do to this? I fell. I was turning around in the hallway to go back into the bathroom, didn't turn quick enough, hit my knee on the doorway, fell into the bathroom where the shelf thing is that we got the towels on, hit that with me hand. I think I've done something to my finger, but I'm not going to stop. It's not going to stop me because it's hurting really, really bad, but it's moving, so we're not broken or anything, so we're not going to worry about that. So I've got a few metres of that, and I got these other self-threading needles I got in this packet. I had some of these before and they didn't work. These look a little bit different, but I don't know if they are or not. And they're very small too, so I probably won't even use those. I don't know what to do with them. I'll find something, I suppose. I can gift them out again, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to be giving some of this stuff to a lady that works with the disabled people, so maybe they can use them. I don't know. These are cool. I love these. The tiny ones to bigger ones. Okay, so they cost nearly, I don't know, $3 or $4 to buy new, and I'm only missing a few of those, aren't I? Also, I was wanting the packets too. There's a lot of, I might even use the packet off this. That's a good idea, isn't it? Take the needles out if you're not going to use the needles and use this packet. Brilliant idea. Look, so I've got there's two little windows in it and everything. Okay. Right, so whilst we'll do that, we're going to take this out of here because I want to show you what I do with the stuff that I get. Well, not all of it's used, I must say, but, you know, hubby must be doing blower vacuuming. He knows I'm doing here. What is it? Gee, Jeremy, thank you, darling. Anyway, I had to go up the street yesterday for the last bit of a scan thingy that I had to have done. I don't know quite the results yet. I don't think there's anything too alarming, otherwise they would be ringing me straight away. So hopefully that's all sorted. I said to Jeremy, I'm sick of going and doing bits and driving me crazy. These are a bit longer. I wonder if they'll work. Let's get a bit of thread and see. I've even got a needle on this one. You're supposed to push it down through the top here. Oh, it went in there pretty easy. That wasn't too bad. Anyway, I'll put them aside and do something with them. I'll put them back in this one because I only need to use one of these ones. I don't need two. Okay, I'll put them in there. Maybe in my old age. Ah dear, I'm an age pensioner now. I might have even said that the other day. I might have even put a video up, but I think, and told you I was an age pensioner. I don't know. Anyway, so I've got that, and I've got those, and I've got this now, so I'm going to use this somehow. I don't know yet, but I'm going to do that. I am going to do that, though, if I cover that. Right, we'll work on that in a minute. I have an idea about that one. Okay, so I put this in here, I don't know why, but these are eyelets, as we can see. And you just knock them into just, but I want the packet, because I've got a lot of eyelets. This is in, what language is it? Maybe German, is it? Why did I think that before? Because it says here, product of Germany. Cool, righto. So that's what that is. I've got these buttons you cover yourself, and it's got the thing on the back, so that's good. So I'm going to use some of those too. And there's a bigger size. I want this thing, because if I do a sewing journal, these will go really good in the sewing journal, won't they? This is a strip or something, and I don't know, Jeremy, that's the neighbour doing that now. I know it's like spring out there, so everybody's having a go. This is an iron-on piece, it's iron-on patch, I think, cover a patch over. So I probably wouldn't use this piece of card. Oh yeah, well, there's that side there, look at that. But like I would, oh hang on, yes, wait a minute, I'll cut that off there. Where's my scissors? Here. Because I wanted to make some belly bands this morning and some corner tucks. I think that's what I was going to do. I put all these stuff in plastic bags and they slide all over the floor. Oh, well, slide down. Is that long enough for a belly band? I suppose it is. You completely cover that and it'll be fine, wouldn't it? I may use that, you never know. Don't want the packet, don't like to look at the packet at all. Is this actually stretchy? Alright, no. Okay, bin. Is that in the bin? Okay. More buttons. Have I got the small? These are small sizes, so I'll probably just use some of the words on that, I suppose, on what I'm going to do one day with it when the time comes to use it. Because there's writing on there too. You could use this bit of wording, couldn't I, on something? Self-covered buttons. And I don't know, sewing aids. I don't know. Don't be cutting that up now. We haven't got time for this. Right, I'll leave that there. I'll put that there. In here I have, oh yes, I'm going to do a buckle too. Now this is going to make a good belly band, isn't it? Yes, it surely is. It'll make a really good belly band. There's two in here. Now, I think now they cost a bit of money to buy these things. So I was really lucky that I got this. This is from Blendcraft. And this one's open. And I'm going to use this as a belly band, aren't I? Right, this is exciting. It's going to be fun, isn't it? Tells me how to do it. But I think I'll just use my own initiative and do whatever I want to with it, eh? I will. In this one there's some clip things. Somebody's actually took one out. Okay. Some sort of hawky clippy thingy. I don't know if I can get that. Does that come undone? No, that doesn't come out of there at all. That must hook behind this bit. Well, this is something for another day when I can get hold of things, because I'm not really... Right, we won't be doing that today. That's a bit tricky for me. find something to do with them some way along the line. I like this. I'm going to use this in me. I'll use this in the journal. I love the way that it's shaped like, you know, triangle. These are more things for... I actually quite like the back more than the front to put in a journal. Made in England. Another bag. Right. And I've got some in this one. I don't know if this was actually $2 because I just put them back in. There's a luggage tag. Well, I don't want that. It's not going anywhere. Airbed plugs. Now, I've never had an airbed, so I don't need a plug, but you know what? They could be good for something. Very new airbed plug. So you get, this is a packet and you get what's in there because they staple it up so you can't get into it. You wouldn't want to. These weren't $1. Oh yeah, they were $1. These little things that they make bracelets and that out of, I suppose. But they're like they're plastic, very flexible, and something will be coming along one day that I can make out of that. You watch. I bought these beads one day and they cost me probably $4 for the box of them. They were plastic ones and they were sort of squarish, I think. And accidentally I come across them on the internet. $18 for a box of them. Probably not even as big as the one I got. You don't know when you're saving something, do you? When you're saving a lot of money. These are good bits of elastic that I can use for journals and stuff like that. I shouldn't be using that finger, it doesn't want to work on these things. This is from Woolworths, hat elastic. I always love a bit of elastic. I've been a big fan of elastic, but this is looking a bit dodgy. Yeah, I don't think that's going to last any more than 5 minutes, that bit. This one's no good. It's all old and deteriorated. I don't know about this. Yeah, he's good. He's still got a bit of a... There you go. Me playing the fool. Okay. And that bit there, black, it's still alright too. I'm going to put these in the allocated spaces. I have boxes for these. I have box for that. And the pressed up things, I've got a box for that. Till such time I'm going to put them in here. I'll show you what. Because I've got to pack this away. This is going to be really scary if I've got all this left on my desk with everything else I've got. There's another piece of that iron-on stuff. It's black. I'll put it in the bag because maybe I'll forget what it is one day. I don't know. Then I've got this... there's a fair bit of stuff in here. It only cost me $4, but it's... You know, whether I can use it or not's another story, but you know, you never know if you will or not, do you? I'm just getting stuff out of here now. What's in here? Oh, heaps of... Look, somebody must have saved every button they got on every bit of clothing. You know, they all come in a little bag. An extra button comes in with the clothing, and I have to just cut them out of them bags and put them wherever I want to do with them. So that was interesting. They kept all those. Obviously this was out of somebody's sewing collection. And there's another lot of press studs. There's a nice piece of blue. This is nice. This you know, bias binding. The colour, it's not too bad. Don't really like it, but you never know, I might make something with it. One day I might need a bit of brown, because I don't think I have got any. And I have a container for bias binding, and there's some blue. I think there's another bit of brown there. I have a ribbon. This is a thing that's never been used. A zipper. I've got some tassels. I need all this. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And ribbon. And there's another button. I like the colour of that one. Here's more bias binding. Some nice pink there. If you go through things and sort them out, you'll be surprised what's in amongst the stuff that you think's just not that good. You know what I mean? You go, oh, you know, that's good. But there's a good lot of stuff in there that I will look to using, and the rest of it I'm going to have to just gift away, and that's okay, I don't mind. I'll give it away. Alright, don't want that one. I'll have a go at those today. Have to put on that thing. I'm going to put all this in this bag. Don't need the zipper. Don't want the tassel today. Don't want that today. Don't want the bias binding today. Or that. Or these. I'll put that in there for a minute. Okay, I don't need that. I want to do that and that. Where's that other? Oh, did I put the button thing away? Oh, must have done. Remember I was keeping the needle piece. I won't be using it today anyway, so we're not going to bother about that. And these are nice. These are really pretty. I'm making nice flowers out of those, I think. Okay, so I'll put that there for a minute. And I've got this. This is really cool. I love the way they used to put the elastic. Look, it had this really nice piece of metallic, whatever it is, that is wrapped around the bit of elastic that I think would be really cool on, you know, stick it on a tag or something. Okay, so just a bit of it, you know. There's got to be limits to, you don't want to use too much. Right, and I don't want to use those, but I'm going to use one of these belts. So I'm going to make something with that. I'll make a belly band with the belt buckle and the belt thingy. But I think you have to, I'll do the one that's been open. I think you have to put a bit of stiffening. This is the stiffening stuff in it. You might have to iron it. There's probably something hard to do that. Oh no, look, maybe you do. Should we read the instructions? Fabric wider than the, yeah, right, for the next finish. Right, doesn't say iron anything, does it? Yes, first and press with a dry iron to set. Okay, but do we have to do that if we, oh yeah, probably a good idea to make it nice if it still work. Do you think it'll still work? So I need to have, these eyelets are rolling around here everywhere. I'm not going to put those in there, I don't think. But I do want to make it look like a belt, don't we? And we have the stuff. I was just thinking of putting this bit through there like that. And right. So where's this bit go? Covering the belt, covering the buckle. Cut a strip of bias fabric, 4 centimetres, right. Fold in half, right sides together, stitch down centre and the folded edge. Turn the tube the right side round, thread it round through there. And yes, I remember doing that before. Open buckle and fit tube. Place seam at the back of the groove. Pull something to the back. Place the secure prongs with pliers. Right. Well, I'm a bit stunned about this. I know that I don't know what this bit is. This has got me. You'd think they'd put pictures on, wouldn't they? Fasten the belt and sew the eyelets. Fixing the eyelets. That might be for fixing the eyelets, is it? This bit here goes on one end. Sort of. There. I ain't going to show you how to do that now. It beat me. No, it's not. Look, I'm not going to do what they did. I don't have to do that, do I? I'm just going to use the thing the way I want to use the thing. How does that sound to you? Can I do that, please? I'm going to put this through. I need a piece going across there, don't I? And I really thought that this would have had that. Because when you put the belt on, this has got to go around, this is going to go around here, after you put the cover on, of course, and come across there like that, and then you're going to thread your belt through there like that, is that right? And push that through the hole, and you get it round to wherever you're going with it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to make... I think I should do what I started out to do this morning, don't you? Before I muck it up really bad. I'm going to have to go on the internet and Google that and watch somebody make it. I watched this lady last night doing these things with a sewing machine. Gee, she did some clever stuff. She was going really fast, though, so I have to go have a look at that. You know, like, when I say doing things with a sewing, she was showing you how to make different bits and pieces, so really interesting. Well, at least I know how to cover a button, so we might do that, eh? We will cover a button, and I'm sure you will be able to work this out. This says size 18. It does, and the person's already drew around there. That's what size you want. Oh no, this is 8 buttons, so it just depends how many buttons is on there. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So is that the size of the cloth that you would use? I suppose it is. Oh, yeah, of course it would be. Then we need a nice piece of fabric to put on that. And we won't try too hard and to take too long, we hope. We need something that's pretty plain, because I want to... Well, this is not what I was planned this morning, because I was going to do other things, but then you have ideas that just come to you, don't they? So you just have to forgive me. I go around about the place a fair bit. I do. Got some pins. Found pins. Piece of fabric that I can cover that with, Sonya, please. Something nice. I want to, I don't know if I'd go with that. Maybe I could. I've got to do I want to do a few other things that I'm working on too. How about this? I might do that, because I'm going to keep it neutral, pretty much. And of course I'm going to use this and do the 3 of them. Eventually, I will use this bit here. I'll cut it out. You can either cut it out or just not. It doesn't really matter. If you take this out, it's up to you, because the rest of them aren't going to be... Actually, I might have some that will fit in that size. I might have some buttons that haven't got the little template thing with it, so... Trust me to get something to do this morning that I'll need hands for. I'll leave it on there so I don't lose it, eh? Might be the best idea for that. I think I might use this side, even though the shiny side is the right side. I think I'm going to use this side here. And just cut that out the same size. Draw a little line around there first, eh? That's a pen, not a pencil. Here's a pencil. Now if you cut these too big, they will come over too far and it'll not look right. Okay, so don't cut them too big. Your piece of fabric. Like sometimes I've come across them and they're too small and it's really hard to get them shut in there. When I say that, it's really hard to get the... So there's plenty of room for that. Needle and cotton. I suppose I can still sew. Hope so. I'm not going to leave it to chance. I'm not. I've had these hands done one week today, and that nail's coming off, and it's been coming off since day before yesterday. I'm not happy, and taking them back up there to fix. I was going to do it yesterday. I just couldn't go there after I had to go through that terrifying experience. I suppose they Need to do these things to check that everybody's okay. Your body's okay, don't they? But still, she's a very nice lady that I had to see. The good thing that's come out of COVID, if there's such a thing, is that you can actually ring the doctor and ask for a prescription, and you don't have to go up there to see them to get it. So that's a good thing. I mean, you know, if you're on any medication all the time, you can do that. So the doctor rings you back at your appointment time and talks to you. And I mean, I imagine they get paid well, but still, it's a good idea that we can do that, because you don't want to go up there and sit in the surgery with all the sick people, do you? If they've got such a thing, because a lot of them, surgeries won't allow you in there if you're sick. That is really weird, isn't it? If you've got a cold or a cough, you're not allowed to go to the doctor. I don't know what you're supposed to do, but you're not allowed in there. Or if you've been in contact with anybody, and that's good, because we're really strict here in Australia, and that's a good thing. A really good thing, with most things anyway, to do with it. And the girl that I seen yesterday, the lady, she has actually been somebody that's been down there working on the virus, because she was in Victoria, she was living down there. But she said it was too stressful after a while. It was just too much for her. She had to quit, because it was too much. She couldn't keep up with it was too much, you know, like, I don't know, lots of work, and she couldn't handle it. So I guess, you know, you have to have more people doing the job too, I think. I think that's what she sort of, it's too much pressure. She told me all about it, though. She told me how it works and everything, and I've got no idea what she said. But she was obviously knew what she was talking about, because, well, I didn't know what she was talking about, but you know what I mean. She was very thorough when she explained it to me. I just said to her, you know, what I was worried about it, and she told me about it. So why that they're given the, I can't, well, if I said this on here, I don't know what, I better not say anything about it, but according to her, she wasn't too worried about it, so she was able to get it when she was down there, but now that she's not able to get it yet, because of whichever area you work in, I suppose. When the people that, the nurses and the doctors and that, they so I seen my friend up the street, she'd had one. She'd had the Astra one, I don't know how to say it, that I can't think of it. And she was really tired. I might have told you that. And when I seen her the other day, she was so much better, and I was really pleased. Probably told you that too, but I just couldn't get over worrying about her, so I don't know. It's not a nice thing to have happen to people, and you just don't know, do you? I suppose we all have an opinion on what we think about it, and it's our own, isn't it, really? I suppose I should not say anything, I'll keep it to myself. Of course, we're all worried about getting it when nobody wants to be in that situation. Oh, you can see what I'm doing, can't you? I'm stitching this on here, and like I said, it is very tricky. That is only just the right size. So maybe, I mean, even in the next one, if I decide to be different and go and put, is that all covered? Because you don't want any of these bumpy out things here, you know, do you? You don't want any of them bumpy out things. And when I put it on here, we'll see what happens. So you put this on the back, like so. It says press it down. I'll just have to see how I go with that. I should be able to hit it down with a hammer. I've got some there that you can actually press down. They work really well. Press down firmly and close. Okay. use the pliers, but I'll be careful because I don't want to break it. It's made out of plastic, it should be right. This bit here should be okay, eh? Come on. Look, I wrecked that. I wrecked it. I'm not going to worry about wrecking it, I'll fix it. Don't you worry about that, I'll fix it. See, this bit is a bit dodgy. A bit dodgy, that piece sticking out there, I don't like that. I didn't think, I had a feeling, you know, that I remembered that they weren't going to close that good. Like the size of the, if you cut it at. But you don't want to go up to the next size either because that's too big then. You never tuck it away. So I've got a bit poking out here. You have to have glue. You cannot not use your glue. You have to have a bit of glue. Sit that down there. You sit down there. Now I do like to make my own embellishments, as you know, because I did a lot of them. I'm doing them all in that, in everything that I do. And I guess people think that that's fiddling around too much. I don't know. I hope you don't think so, because I believe that I want to make my own things, you know. That's why I'm sitting here fiddling around with this button, because I just like to make my own things. We don't need to buy them. It's, you know, I'm, you know, making that balloon and them things in that, I can cut them out, print them off or whatever on the internet, but I don't want to do that. I want to make them myself. So these I don't know where to put or what to do with them yet, so I might just have to get something started. I'm going to put get a piece of something, and I could have used that piece out of the that bag, but I'm not real overstruck on it. It's a little bit daggy looking, isn't it? Yes, a little bit daggy looking, so I'm going to go and use a piece of something else. I must have another piece of something else here somewhere that I can use for it. I was going to get my, is this long enough for the Bellyband? Well, I can go across so it doesn't go up and down. I think it might be alright. I don't know that length, and that's a bit thin, isn't it? So I've got some grey. I don't want to use grey. Got that one, don't want to use that one. Maybe I could use a piece of this paper. Don't think that's long enough. Handmade paper, love that. I'm going to put that, I think I'm going to put the pages of that in a book. I'm not going to use that for that. Put them in a book. I'll get a piece of card here somewhere, people. Yes, I will. Nobody panic. It says that everything else was moved over to the other side of the room, wasn't it? When I was changing things about, when we were changing things about, it all got shoved to the other side of the room. I'm thinking about the card on the card. What do you reckon? The card on the card might work really well. Cats. I have a lot of these, so I could use one of them for the background. I need something that's solid and long enough. I buy these, so you get 10 or 20 for $1. Got no covers with them. For envelopes is the word you need. I really like that little rabbit on there, so he could be used on something later on. I'm going to use a piece off the back of this. That's what I'm going to use. What did I do with my cutter here? You'd be hoping I wouldn't have been down to this. Only 14 minutes left. Goodness me, Sonya, but you better move along. Crikey, what's it? Not the bears, is it? Well, I'll only have time to make a belly band, won't I? I'll have to do another video for something else. That one will be a bit of show and tell, that one, I suppose, that we just did. So hopefully I'll have time to make the belly band. I picked up a few, picked out a few pages and things out of a great big box of papers that I have, which I really, I'm just going to do a, what's the name on this? Collage. I hope that was straight. I'll have to use this side because it's got that on there. Right. Tear a bit of this. We'll use that for the background. I suppose I can use, yes, I'll use this for the background, I think. It's going to have a lot of, it's going to be a nice thick belly band, isn't it? And I suppose if you want to take off some, you know, like if it's too high, you can always do that, maybe. Oh, I might just do that in a minute when I find out how high this actually is. Let me see, what have I got? It's actually 6 inches and a bit, so I'm going to, if you were doing a journal, 7 inches, 7 inches, so I'll cut this out here. I think I might leave it at that because I'm thinking I do my journals about that size, don't I? I do. Put that together. You probably really can't see that. I've done that to it. Stop cutting up there. And stop that now. Okay. What do I want in here now? This for writing on the back. I'm going to put, doesn't matter which way it goes. Nobody's going to be bothered by that. Which way this goes up and down here, are they? Nobody's going to care. I'll make a fake buckle one day and put on it. What do you reckon? I've got some in the drawer over there I could use. I'll have to have a look later. I'm on a sort of a time thing today. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, well, I showed you those things and that took a little while to fiddle around in that, I suppose. I got some really good books too. I did. I can't move this. I moved it. I got some really nice books. I'm going to have to show you them, aren't I? I don't know what you're going to say because I don't need them, but, well, I do. 2 of them I'm going to keep. I'll show you on the next one because this one's already had a lot of time taken up with a bit of me show and tell thing and button covering. So I need to get this made. Right, I like that. That's pretty cool. Now I'm going to put something else on there, like a lace or something. Maybe I'll do another thing underneath first. I was liking the look of something here. What was the thing I had and I thought that would look good on the belly band? What did I do with it? You know how we think that, like, oh dear. Is a text on there maybe? I actually like this sort of thing. I do like this one. This paper, I do like that. And there, don't cover up too much of the nice bit. We're going to cover a bit of it, but not too much, eh? And that's extremely plain, but that doesn't matter. And then I'm going to put, oh, I like these ducky things. A nice duck. And a house too. Righto, long way. You've got to tear it the right way so you don't get that way. No! I did it wrong. Oh. Because you've got the white bit there. I don't want the white bit. Which way's it go again? No, that's not it. This way. Right. You can still see the house. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yes. You never know what could happen here, do you? It's all good fun. And I like doing this. I'm really looking to get some more journals made because I haven't done any for a really long time. There's one on Facebook and everybody's commenting on it, but it's been made and sold a long time ago. It was something that just come up with Facebook. They remind you of stuff that you did one time. They do. They remind you of stuff you did one time. I've got no idea what this is, but it's got some nice words on it, hasn't it? Nice words. Some nice words. I'll have that. Yeah. You going now? Okay. Don't take some money with you. And the phone. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm talking to hubby. He's off to the doctor. I think it's only 10:30. I don't think he has to be there for another hour. He's on a bit early. He's keen. Oh, well, I suppose he probably wants to do a bit of shopping. I know he wants to buy a new vacuum cleaner. He does, but he might be able to carry that home. Be a bit heavy. He'd come all that way with it. Tried to do another video of going up the street, you know, but there was issues with the camera, so that I bought, so I'm going to have to use something else to take the photos with. I really am. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen with this. House should be there. Duck should be there too, near the house. No, I don't know if I like that. After all that trouble with cutting them out, pulling them apart, I don't know. I just don't know what I want to put on it now. I've lost the plot. I have lost the plot. Maybe he doesn't forget to take the phone with him. He's going to buy me some bananas, I think he said. I think I asked him for a banana. Okay. I'll put that there, like that. Right. Suppose the cat must be in bed. He'll start screaming. Jeremy's been over the neighbour's place a few times this week talking to the man that's come over there to visit because he knows him for years, and every time he goes over there the cat screams at the back door if I'm not home, because I had to go out too, so he's screaming at the back door because he wants to just back home. He doesn't want to be by himself. And if he's in bed asleep, he doesn't know you're gone then, does he? And most of the that's what he'd be doing anyway. If you were gone, they sleep a fair bit. We don't leave him on his own too much because he's a little sook, but we don't sort of do that anyway, just for the fact that we don't. It's not because of the cat's spoiler or anything, or it's just that we just don't go out that much together anymore because it proves a bit hard with them driving along, Jeremy walking. It's not easy. I hope this is going to turn out all right because I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm doing here, please. I just want a belly band of some sort or other. I just want to put some decoration on here, I do. So I'm just going to go mad at it, I'd say. If you like what I'm doing, you can subscribe to my channel. That would be very nice. And leave a comment. I love to read your comments. I might write the same thing each time. I know, I'm sorry, but you can't keep coming up with different things all the time. It's just too hard. But I'm reading them. I am reading your comments, and I do really enjoy your feedback. I really do. Might leave that hanging over the side now. They've Funny thing with that though, if you're going to tuck something in there, it's going to get stuck, isn't it? See? Sonya, you're not thinking properly about that. Should have put a bit of that under there. Bit of I don't know, something. I like this stuff. This is off a check that I printed out. That I got off, I think it might have been Pam's thing at the Paper Outpost. I think that's where it come from. I do think so. I'm about to tear the living daylights out of this, I suppose. And put that there. Don't ask me why, it's just collage and you just put whatever you want to, wherever you want to, I guess. Don't you? Right? Just put on stuff. It's not straight and I didn't really want it to be. I thought, well, it'd be nice if it's on an angle, ain't it? Bit of this. Do you reckon this is going to work? I'm a bit worried about it myself. I'm a bit worried about it, whether it's going to look all right or not. Okay. So I've done a bit of fabric there that I might look at using. Not be too heavy, but I was thinking about putting a little pocket. Gee, I hope I can fit this in on this video. Oh, what's this say? This thing is driving me crazy. Only 3 minutes? Really? Okay, so I'm going to put a pocket here, right? And I'm going to put these little things in it, these press studs, okay? And I'm going to do that, and then I'll have to show them to you on my next video that I make, okay? Sorry about this, but I did faff about a bit, didn't I? Somebody said something about me faffing about. That was, well, I think that's the word she used, I don't know. But it's okay. As long as you enjoy what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing, I suppose. Well, see, when you're crafting, I'm sure if anybody out there is watching this does crafting, they know that the faffing about is part of the whole thing. Because when I put that in there, I can put one of these in here, can't I? I'll be making the book to go in the tag. Right, I'll be making a little book to go in there, and I'll show it to you when I do the next one, all right? I'm going to put some things here, and when I go to make the next video, because I'm going to do some, well, hopefully I'll do another one of these, and it won't take so long, but it wasn't actually this that took the time. It was showing you those other things, wasn't it? That's what took our time up, and that's okay. So I'm not going won't be able to take this with me shopping for a while because I don't have a... I'll get that idea working, don't worry about that. I will get the idea. Okay, so now I'm going to have a little bit of stuff on there, stuff on here. I don't know if I do corners, I suppose I should do ends, edges, but maybe not, because I won't put anything too... So people can cut off a bit if you need be. If you need to cut some off, well, you can cut a bit off it. I don't put too much down around there. Hey. If it doesn't fit in your journal or whatever, I put the wrong thing under there. Look, I'm trying to glue it down with it. And I've been sleeping really good. So there's no excuse for that. Right, I did actually went to sleep this morning too after I had my breakfast. I was sitting in the chair out there in the warm and I dozed off. I did. Now I'm going to put that pocket there, and then I think I'm going to like that. I don't know what I'm going to put up the top bit. Where's these little press studdy things? Okay, thank you for watching. Please stay safe, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye. silver ones on. God, they're little, aren't they? It's cute though. Really cute. I have to use it. I'm going to have to sew them on before I put that on there. Where's my husband? Fart took off already. Where's he going to? Oh. I didn't turn this off.